Morning, everybody. Hopefully people are popping in. I think we got about 5 minutes, so just say something when you get in the chat. Talking basketball, Teddy? I feel like that's the only 2K game. What do you got, man? You got PlayStation, you got Xbox, what do you got? Same dude, but I don't got 2K. Maybe I'll invest. 2K20, is that what they have now? Or is there like... What is R6? Rocket League. Yeah, my brother crushes Rocket League. I tried it. It's so hard. Oh, Rainbow Six. No. I haven't bought a game in a long time. That's why I'm asking for recommendations. What did I play last? I played a lot of hockey games, but the one with the Cowboys, they run around. It's like, oh, Red Dead. Yeah, I played Red Dead. But yeah, used to play League of Legends. SJ for sure. Yeah, I didn't like it, Teddy. No, Larissa, I don't have a Switch. Should I get a Switch? I feel like I shouldn't go to the store and buy a Switch right now. The reason I'm asking for games is that I can just download them online. Oh, The Division 2. I forget. What is The Division? That's like the Tom Clancy, like you go, like, it's like an open world thing, right? The Division. Yeah. Oh yeah, and you're like in these like squads or like teams or something like that. I remember seeing the trailers for the first one. Hey Lucas, morning buddy. Yeah, oh, and actually it's kind of sad. I actually have never owned Skyrim. I've played it like a couple times, but I don't even remember how. Maybe just at a friend's house. But you don't play Skyrim a couple times. You got to like actually do it. So I guess I could do that. Hello again, someone. Larissa. Oh man, Jared wants me to play Minecraft. Man, the I don't know if you guys have seen on Netflix how they have like the top 10 in Canada. It's like, I don't know, it's not number 1 anymore, but like for a long time, the last few days, it was like number 1 was that movie Pandemic or something like that, and then there was like some other like documentary about like disease outbreaks. I forget. I think they were both named Pandemic or something along that lines. I don't know if you guys have seen those, but I didn't watch them. I was just like, holy smokes. How sick are we as people that we will watch something that is like happening right now? That's like what we want to watch. Anyways, I will get eggs and oatmeal on here if you don't tell me. Oh, so that means Larissa's eggs and oatmeal. Yes, Teddy? What? Isn't Animal Crossing like ridiculous? Animal Crossing. What the heck? You're like these little weird animal things with big heads. What the heck do you do? Owen says the game is going into debt. Alright, Teddy, maybe I'll give it a shot. Wait, I don't have a Switch though. Do I have to have a Switch or can I play it on PlayStation 4? I just see if it's made by Nintendo, you probably can't get it. Whoa, Larissa. Let's watch it. Yeah, you probably play it on the Switch, eh, Teddy? Alright. So supposedly I gotta get Animal Crossing. I've gotta get Friends. I gotta get... Hey, Sam. Oh, I gotta get... The Division thing actually sounds interesting to me. I might do that. Hello, Kendra. Good morning. Oh yeah, SJ. Is there a new Last of Us, or is there just like that original one that was like, I don't know how many years ago it got released. I feel like a long time ago now, but maybe I'm overreacting. But supposedly it was really good, right? I never played that. I have the benefit of not having played games in quite a while. I could try to get it back into League, but I don't have a good enough computer right now. I used to have my iMac, was really good, but it got messed up. Sam, I knew you'd recommend Lord of the Rings. As soon as I typed this question, I was just like, Sam's going to say something about Lord of the Rings, guaranteed. And there you go. You didn't disappoint. Hello, Eggs and Oatmeal. Welcome. All right, SJ, I'll probably get that, dude. That's good. All right, let me, it's 8 o'clock. One sec, Teddy. I think I have FIFA. I feel like I have FIFA 19. I bought it last year. So yeah, it's probably FIFA 19. And I actually didn't like it. I had soccer games when I was a kid, and I didn't like FIFA 19. It just felt like it was like almost, I don't know, too slow or something like that. It's like too realistic. You have to do like 1,000 passes. Well, at least I did because I sucked, but... The False Prince trilogy. Okay. Hope I can get those on ebook because I don't think Chapters is an essential service. Thanks, Kendra. Awesome. Shell Shockers. Teddy says, what, Teddy, is FIFA 20 that much better than 19? No way. All right, let's do attendance here. So if you could, let me know that you are in here. That would be fantastic. That would make my life a lot easier. Just click through the people that come to mind. I saw Jared, I saw Sam, I saw Teddy for sure. Don't think I've seen Crystal, Yuli, Kathleen. I did see Katrin. Don't think I saw Maddie yet. I saw SJ. Welcome, SJ. I'm not sure I saw Sadie or Zion. I did see Ruth at the top there. I saw Owen. Haven't seen Ben. Saw Larissa. Saw Lucas right out the bat. And Kendra I saw as well. Let me just see if I've screwed that up at all. I'm still looking for Crystal, Yuli, Kathleen, Sadie, Zion, Ben, and Erica. Yeah, Teddy, I played like all the original Assassin's Creeds, but I have not. Hey, Yuli. Awesome. And I see Erica. I see Sadie. Okay, sorry, Yuli, messaged me before. Awesome. Yeah, Assassin's Creed 3 was good. Sorry, so I don't think I see Crystal, but I do see Yuli. I'm not seeing Kathleen either, unless I'm wrong. So Yuli is here, Sadie is here, and Erica is here. Oops, that's Kathleen. Crap. Erica and Sadie. Perfect. Okay, so I guess if we get some of those other people like Crystal, like anyways, I'm too zoomed out here. I gotta click it a little bit bigger. But if we get any of those people, the Crystals, the Kathleens, the Maddies, the Zions, or the Bens, let me know and I will adjust attendance accordingly. But it is 8:05 and I don't want to waste your guys' time because I know you have other things you can be doing because you're at home. So let's rock and roll. Okay, so we'll just submit this attendance. Perfect. And I figured I'd just show the Bible verse of the day because I think we're pretty used to reading that in the morning, so you guys don't have to stand up, but might as well read out the Bible verse each day. So Zoe T posted something from Psalms 118, 22 to 24. So she shared, the stone that the builders rejected has become the cornerstone. This is the Lord's doing. It is marvelous in our eyes. This is the day that the Lord has made. Let us rejoice and be glad in it. Have a good day. Cool. What day is it today? It's Wednesday. Okay, so we're still sharing the late start things. At least we're not sharing them like on Monday, but looks like we do have classes Friday. And so we are, I guess we'd start at 10:15, right? So you guys have a bit of a sleep in, actually a major sleep in, depending on what you think. Do you guys think 10:15 is a sleep in, or do I sound crazy in saying that? Is 10:15 not a sleep in? Owen and Kendra say 10:15 is kind of sleeping in. Okay, so I guess I got to fix. Sorry, there was a couple new messages here from Zion, and I see Crystal. Awesome, thanks guys. So let me just adjust you here. I'm just fixing you in attendance. So that would still mean I'm missing Maddie and, man, I have a terrible memory. Guys, I am getting freaking old. So Crystal is now here. Kathleen, yeah, where's Kathleen? Zion's here. Cool. Oh, I got a message in Teams. Teddy, what do you want, Teddy? Okay. Okay, what's sleeping in? Sadie, you're not gonna be able to sleep in on Friday, 10:15? Is that reasonable? I always thought I was like not a normal kid growing up, because going to school, like I had Saturday morning practice for hockey, and so like Monday to Friday, like you guys, you start school at like 8, so I always had to get up, and I was like, yeah, you're not sleeping in. And then every kid would always talk about in school, right, like getting excited for the weekend so they could like sleep in on Saturday and Sunday, and then right, like Sunday you got church, and Saturday mornings I had hockey practice, so I never got to sleep in. So the days that I did, I tried, but then I just was out of habit. I don't know if you guys are bad at sleeping in too, because you're out of practice. Like you just, like there's only like one day most of us can sleep in if you're going to church on Sundays. It's Saturdays, and sometimes families are like, oh, get up and out, it's our only full day here all together. Anyways, it's ridiculous. Something about, oh, Sadie says she has too much. I gave you guys 3 questions. Speaking of math homework, you little jerks, let's see what we did. See how we did. I asked you guys to do 1, 4, and 9, from the math homework. Can you guys take that out and see? If you have a question about the math homework right now, can you post something in chat or message me on Edsby? Yeah, and Larissa, that's fine. It's just if you have questions about it, you hit me up. I might do a homework check, so I might ask you at one day that I do a homework check, you to send me a picture of that. I won't do it on this day. This is our first full lesson yesterday to a new thing today. But yeah, I'll do one in the next couple days. How's that? Okay, so 4, E, F, and 9. Absolutely, yeah. That's all right, Jared. Seems like we're taking up 9 anyways. So if you want to try number 9 while we're working this through, that's totally great. So we're going to do 1, 4, and 9, and I think I have Owen. Oh man. Okay, so let's see. I was asked to do 4, E, F. Here we go, 4, E, F, and 9. Okay. So 4, E, and F. Ooh, these are the nasty fraction ones, right? These are pretty gross. Well, at least E is. So let's take them up. 4 over 5 equals 2 over 3x. Draw. 4e. So 4 over 5 equals 2 over 3x. What was the other part of this? Plus 1.5y. Oopsies. Okay. Oh, but I've forgotten what it's asked us to do. Are we solving for y probably, or are we solving for x? What does it want? Solve for y. And when it says in terms of x, don't worry about that part. It just means solve for y, and then x would be the term, right? It's like a term out there. It's the variable for it. Anyways, just solve for y is basically what that means. So sorry if that's confusing. So anyways, let's try 4e together. So we want to get y by itself, right? We're trying to get y by itself here. And so what I need to do, my first step is I would take this 2 over 3 and move it to the other side, right? 2 over 3x. So it was a positive 2 over 3x. So when I move it to the other side, it'll be a negative 2 over 3x. So as I line up my equal signs, we're going to get negative 2 over 3x, and it's still a positive 4 over 5, so plus 4 over 5. Remember, positive and plus, they line up. Negative, subtract, they're the same. It's all just whatever sign's in front. And we're all adding and subtracting these terms. And then we still have on this side, right? This guy didn't go anywhere. He's still on this side, 1.5y. Now, it's going to be easier because remember when we said we want to get rid of the fraction, we want to multiply it by its reciprocal, right? The flip thing we talked about. So we need to make 1.5 an improper fraction. How do I make 1.5 or 1.5 an improper fraction? Maybe somebody can spam me. 1.5 is what? Okay. Before I even type it in chat, Owen's got my answer. Thanks, Owen. Yeah, 3 over 2. Thanks, SJ. 3 over 2. Awesome. Awesome. Perfect. Spam, spam, spam. Thanks, someone. Okay. Now I know that's Johnny because Johnny definitely says amazing a lot. I absolutely have figured you out, Johnny. Awesome. Great. So 3 over 2. Hopefully, I don't remember where I froze here, but yes, Johnny says right. Oh, man. So, ow. Oh, I just kicked my table. So here, when you've got this 3 over 2, remember, you multiply it by not 3 over 2, but remember the reciprocal, so 2 over 3. So we're going to multiply every single term by 2 over 3. Wait, it can't be Johnny. Johnny's in English class right now. maybe he's doing both. 2 over 3. Okay. Sam says supposed to be. Oh, man. Okay, so here we go. So remember, like, I'm just going to write it on the side because I'm not sure how many of you guys remember this. If I have, 3 over 2 times 2 over 3. Remember, you'd multiply the tops. This would be 3 times 2 is 6 over 2 times 3 is 6. So 6 over 6 is 1, right? So that's why this one all works out to just give us y. And then here we need to actually calculate like what negative 2 over 3, right, times 2 over 3 is. So you're going to have your 2 over 3, and it'll be times that negative 2 over 3x. And then plus, again, that 2 over 3 times 4 over 5, right? I'm just writing it beside that. Sorry, it's not very big. I'll fix that because I think probably some of you guys that are OCD are going to be mad at me. Okay. So now we go ahead and multiply, right? So remember, we multiply the top. So 2 times negative 2 is negative 4. 3 times 3 is going to be 9. So negative 4 over 9. And then we just got the x beside it. And then we have plus 2 times 4 is 8 over 3 times 5 is 15 equals y. Now we probably should look and go, is there some sort of thing we can simplify? I don't see anything that we can simplify here, right? We can't put in anything simpler, so that would be our final equation. And you could tell me if you wanted to the slope and the y-intercept, right? Because this is mx plus b. So the slope is negative 4 over 9, and the y-intercept is 8 over 15. So I'm just going to zoom out there. That way you guys can kind of see my steps. And you let me know if I did an okay job at explaining that, or if you want me to go back and tell you one of the stages. Again, I'm still missing Kathleen. So Kathleen, if you showed up, hit me a message. And then I'm also missing Maddie as well. So if either you two show up, please let me know. Zion, this is a smoothie. But I know it's gross. Oh yeah, I'm missing Ben too, right? Thank you. It looks kind of like pale. It doesn't look that good. Oh, okay. Okay, Sam, that's a great question. So Sam says, why can't you divide the terms on the left of the equal sign by 3 over 2? Because, well, that absolutely will work, Sam. Oh, it's weird you didn't get the same thing. So remember, dividing by 3 over 2. Remember when I divide by 3 over 2, remember that's a fraction, right? And when I divide fractions, I need to flip the fraction and multiply. That's how we divide fractions, right? So actually that should be the same thing as times 2 over 3. Yeah. So it should be the same because that's what we multiplied everything by, right? We multiplied everything by 2 over 3, and that's the exact same process, and that's what you guys are used to, right? I should have maybe explained things that way right off the bat instead of talking about the whole reciprocal thing. But we need to divide by 3 over 2. So what's that? That's multiplying by 2 over 3, exactly. That's a good question, Sam. I don't know why it didn't give me or didn't give you the same answer. Maybe I can look at that in a minute. Remind me at the end of class to look at that. Okay. Hey, Kathleen. Welcome. I'll just fix you on the attendance here. Hey, in chat, can you guys just let me know? I sent 4.5 at like 7:30 this morning, so I'm not entirely sure. But yeah, if you could... That's okay, Kathleen. Yeah, if you guys could let me know that you did get that message, that note in 4.5, that'd be great. Oh yeah, 4.5. Yeah, sorry. Sorry, just adjusting Kathleen to say she is here. Kathleen, all we've done so far is take up the attendance. So, sorry, not take up the attendance, take up the homework. Sorry, take up the homework. So you haven't missed much. And it's crazy because that's 8:20 already. But we're doing okay. We're doing okay. All right. So I think people have got it. Seems like Owen's got it. Larissa's got it. Lucas has got it. Awesome. Yes, Teddy, we definitely have more chapters after this. So that's what I was just going to mention. I don't know if you guys can see, maybe you don't have your textbook in front of you, but this is 4.5. And in 4.5, like chapter 4 ends here. So technically we would, I don't know who Eggs and Oatmeal is, so I can't help you, man. But technically we would be doing our whole like quiz review test. Because we're so early on into this, I don't think I am comfortable and ready to do some sort of like online test with you guys yet. So morning, Zoe. So probably what we're going to do instead is, thanks for the Bible verse, by the way. We're going to do, instead of the test on, whatever, it's Wednesday, so we'd be like Thursday, Friday review, Monday test. We're going to go ahead and do Unit 5, because Unit 5 is, again, lines. So anyways, kind of crazy. You guys are probably going to hate me with lines, but it's going to be connected. So tomorrow, instead of there being a test or a review or whatever, we're going to do a quiz, but just end it on a quiz. So I just want to see where you guys are at, okay? Just to make sure that you can do what I'm going to teach you today. We will do a test, Kendra, but on lines, okay? So just a quiz tomorrow, then we'll move on to Unit 5, because yeah, I'm not totally ready and confident with the online test thing yet. So anyways, I think that's probably to your benefit as well, give you guys a little bit more time. But tomorrow I still want to make sure, like, I don't want to just keep moving if you guys don't understand. So I will do a little quiz with you tomorrow. Okay, I won't take the whole class. So please make sure tomorrow you log in at 8. That way we can make sure that I send that out to you. Yeah, so Kenra, because you missed those first 2 days, I'd recommend looking over those notes and asking me if you have any questions about the specific notes that you had. Try the quiz tomorrow. If you can do the stuff we're doing today, that'll be helpful to when we when you're trying it tomorrow. I think it'll be pretty self-explanatory. If you can do today's stuff, you'll be able to do the quiz tomorrow. So anyways, let's try this. Let's try some of the notes. Oh no, I didn't do number 9. Shoot. Sorry. Who needs to be mad at me? I feel like somebody should be keeping me on my toes here. Number 9. We asked for that. Or 4. Wow, I did 1 question so far? I am useless. My goodness. Oh my. Oh. Okay, 4F. 3y minus 2. So this one, all you'd want to do is you'd put it through. Let me just do this 4F really quick, and we'll deal with it from there. Yeah, Jared, I will, buddy. I will send you the notes. Just I'll leave that message on red because I'm gonna do that right as soon as I'm done teaching. So let's do this: 3y minus 2 plus 2x equals 8. So this will be 4F. Oh shoot, I've already forgot. Plus 2x equals 8. So again, you'd want to distribute, right? So you put it through the brackets. You're going to get 3y. 3 times y is 3y. And 3 times minus 2 is minus 6. Plus 2x equals 8. And again, we're solving for y. So what I do here is I want to move every term. Basically, I want to just keep y here, right? So I'm going to move every other term across. So I'm going to move this guy, I'm going to move this guy. They're all going to go to the other side. So line up your equal signs. Remember to do that every time. I think it helps you just kind of remember what's going on. Some of us are a little scatterbrained, so it's good to have that there. And so I would move the negative. So it was positive 2x. Internet again. Hello? Okay, sorry guys. That was weird. I think it was like on my neighborhood or something like that. I don't know, like my whole oh, sorry, I gotta close me. There was probably an echo there. Okay. Yeah, sorry about that. I don't understand that at all. Ben, welcome. Okay, sorry guys. Yeah, that was strange. So, I just got to fix Benjamin. Where were you, Benjamin? All right, let's finish this question then. Sorry. So basically, oh, I don't know. No, Zion, I fixed you, buddy. The only person who says she's away is Maddie right now. You're good, bud. Sam, are you gonna take away $1 from my internet going down? I need that money to pay for this internet. So we're gonna add up our constants. You guys, someone's keeping a tally. So we're gonna get our negative 2x, and then 8 plus 6, right? Collect like terms. Those are like terms. They're numbers without x's. 8 plus 6 would be 14. Kathleen, I'm upset that you are writing that, but the fact that you're using to the power of 10 is good good math skills. Benjamin, no sleeping. Late night of what, dude? Gaming? What the crap do you do? And now we need to divide every term by 3, remember? So we're going to take 3 and just divide it by everything. So y would equal negative 2 over 3x plus 14 over 3. And so that would be your answer right there. You just divide everything by 3. Erica, I don't know if you're still there or anyone else that was asking about this one. Is this sufficient? Remember, when we're solving, you always want to expand first. I know that doesn't really make sense with SamDeb, but you would first expand, then solve. And if you're still waiting to copy that down, maybe pause the video and then catch back up to us. Okay, awesome. Maybe because we're already at 8:30, I feel like I should start the note. So if you guys want, I will post number 9 in the well, you know what I'll do, Erica, I'll post number 9 in the collaboration space or something like that, and and I'll try and be helpful. Actually, I can even go to your. I'll make a little note of that. I'll go to your OneNote to actually see how you did it, and I'll see if I can make a little comment or something like that. Let me just make a little quick note about that. JK, I don't own a pencil, but message me on Teams and I'll do that. Okay. Let's go. 4.5. 4.5. Where are you? 4.5. Okay, so today, what we're going to do is we are going to solve a system of equations. So, what does that mean, a system of equations? Well, a system of equations, and again, I'm gonna talk for a bit, and then I'll give you guys some time to copy things down when we need to, okay? So a system of equations is basically a group of lines. Normally it's just 2 when we're in grade 9, but let's just say it's like 2 or 3 lines. And basically if I say, okay, solve the system, that's like a really dumb way of saying, okay, you've got a couple different lines happening, and where do they intersect? Solving is like, okay, you've got 2 things, find where they meet. Find where they're the exact same. And so that's what we're going to be doing today, is we're going to look at when do 2 lines intersect. If you guys go over to the right side, if you just scroll to the right, sorry, that's the right. If you scroll to the right, and you're able to maybe just make a quick note that lines can intersect in a few different ways. We've already talked about this. Lines that was painful. Lines intersect in a couple different ways, right? What would happen if the slopes were the same? Kathleen, you can always go back. There's a rewind, but don't, because you're gonna miss valuable. Okay, I gotta get a tissue. Minus $1. Dang, son. All right, I'm gonna be broke by the end of this class. So lines intersect. How do you know that the love? Okay, guys, I don't know what the heck has happened with the love. If the slopes are the same, it could have one of 2 options, right? If the slopes are the same, 1, well, we would have 2 lines, same slope, right? Same rise over run. Are those lines going to intersect? Are they going to have a point eventually, like when we go out to infinity? No. Thanks, Lucas. Yeah, no, right? Not possible. So there will be no intersection. Or no solutions. And yeah, because like Sam says, they are parallel. Awesome, good job, guys. And then the other option would be, the second option would be, what if they're like, you know, maybe they look a little different, but somehow they have the same slope. It's like line 1 is there, and then like on top of that, I don't know if I can make it possibly even thinner, but line 2 is also there. They're on top of each other. So basically there is infinite to infinity and beyond solutions. Because they are the same line. Oh, sorry, you guys can't see that I'm writing same line. So that's if the slopes are the line. Sorry, slopes are the same. Slopes are the line. Slopes are the same. And the other option would be if the slopes are not the same, right? They would be if they're like anywhere where the slopes would be slightly off, slightly skew. So if that's going to happen when the slopes are not the same, oopsies. Slopes are not the same. Doesn't matter even if they're like pretty darn close. Even if they're like pretty similar, even if they're, you know, one is like this and the other one is like this, if you extend those lines, right, if we went back a little bit, they'd intersect. And I would just make, I'm going to draw two that actually do intersect, but, you know, two different lines, they're going to intersect at one point and only one point. It's only possible for lines that are straight intersect at one point, and that'll be the point XY. Sorry. All right, I'm going to give you guys a second to copy that down. Give me a thumbs up in chat when you're done. My internet presses Alt F4 for me, Owen. Kender's done. Jared's done. Thanks, Jared. Thanks, Owen. Awesome. Thanks, Lucas. Teddy's still saying things that are not helpful here. Teddy, come on. Ruth's done. Awesome. Thank you. Thank you. Thanks for guys for still being here and hanging out. Hey, Larissa. Awesome's done. Perfect. Okay, let's do this. So, and again, you guys can go back. If I went too fast, I didn't see a lot of dones. I'm not seeing dones from the Kathleen's, the Sadie's, Erica's, my friend Sam. Oh no, Sam told me he's done. Zion, I'm hoping you're done there. Yuli, SJ, you guys. Yeah, there we go. Awesome. Yeah, perfect. Awesome. Kathleen, did you go back to see the sneeze? Terrible. Awesome. Maybe done. Okay, so to find the point of intersection, we're going to do a couple different ways of doing this. The easiest way and the most obvious way that we're going to do today is if you just graph them, you can see it, right? If these are my two lines here that you guys can see in this graph, and I say solve the system or find the point of intersection, the point of intersection would be the one point where they intersect, right? They either don't, they do everywhere, or they intersect at one point. And so we're going to look for that one point. Okay, Benny, I'm happy you're done. So basically, in this case, then I know I should have numbers on here. You guys are probably think I'm a goon. But this point that they're intersecting at, right, is -1, 2. So that is the point of intersection. And it's the solution You normally say it's the solution. It's the point where they meet. It's the solution to the linear system. So I'll just let you write those three things down. I'll give you a second here, and then I'm going to move on. You don't have to give me a done, sir, for this one because there's only a few words. I don't think it'll take us too long. It's not crazy difficult. So I'll give you guys a second to write that. Then I'll scooch on down. We're going to look at, though, graphing it from scratch. So basically, we are going to go ahead and graph each line. I'm going to give you a couple equations, then you'll have to tell me where they meet. Tomorrow I'm going to show you a way to do this without graphing, but it is a little bit harder, especially if the equations are all messed up. So we'll get to that, but for today we're back to graphing. We're done with our crazy bits of algebra as much. We've been doing a lot of algebra. Algebra is like when you move x's across the equal signs and you do all that sort of stuff. I thought you guys would be throwing shade at my crazy sweater here. No one's trash talked me, but it's fine. It's comfortable. Sam, thanks, bro. Teddy, yeah. No, roast me. No. Oh, hey guys, is the window like too annoying? Like, would you prefer if I do? One sec. Like, is that better? I have no idea. Okay, so I'll do this then. Sorry about that. I can probably see how that light back there was annoying. I didn't even think about it. r/roast me. Oh, and I went on that r/roast me one time, and it's just like attractive people saying roast me, and like people like finding the most difficult things. They're going back in their post history for like years trying to find something to roast them about, and then they're all stupid, and it's all the same insults all the time. Okay. It's a good thing it has a big collar. Sam, that was a good comment. I missed that because I was looking at all the other things. But yeah, a good thing it does have a big collar to hide my neck, you little jerk. Okay, let's move on. Okay, so we're going to look at finding the point of intersection. So here is, right, there's two lines. We're going to find the system. This is a system of equations. There's more than one, right? Two or more. And I'm going to ask you to solve the system, right? It says graph the pairs and determine the point of intersection. So either find the point of intersection or the solution, one of the two. It just means find where they touch. That's all it means. So they're dumb ways of saying find where they touch. So you guys can actually do this without me. But what I want you to do is basically go ahead and graph both of these. So I'm going to go and label my 1, 2, 3 on the x-axis and my 1, 2, 3 on the y-axis. And I'm going to go and... Sir, the quality is kind of bad. It says my stream connection is good. Teddy, it's just like a white with like crazy weird things on it. Anyways. So let's go ahead and actually graph the two. So my first one, y equals 2x minus 4. Remember, you always start at minus 4. I'll graph it in red. Actually, I'll graph it in red. Because minus 4, remember, y equals mx plus b. That constant, the b, is the y-intercept. So in this one, my y-intercept is this minus 4, right? That's the point where we start with. And my slope is 2. So what that means is I start at 1, 2, 3, minus 4. And because my slope is 2, remember, I'm going to go up 1, 2 over 1. And that'll be my next point. And then I could draw another point where you go up 2 over 1 and so on, right? So I'm going up 2 over 1, up 2 over 1, that sort of thing. So I'm going to take the ruler and connect my dots. Okay, so hopefully that's enough. And remember, lines need to have arrows on the end of them. It's an essential part. So I've got that. And that was the graph of y equals 2x minus 4. And then I think the next graph is y equals negative x plus 5. Yeah. So I'll graph this in blue. Negative x plus 5. So for negative x plus 5, you would start at 5. Right? And your slope is minus 1. So we're, instead of going up 1 over 1, we're actually going down 1 over 1. And down 1. Right? Down 1 over 1. Down 1 over 1. So we'd have a bunch of points like this. I'm going to connect my dots with a ruler. Dang, this is not easy. I'm struggling. Okay, I think that's pretty good. And remember, the goal here was to find when these two lines intersect. So if I'm going to look, I'm going to draw my little point when both of those intersect. So it's not a perfect point, which is sad. I'm kind of disappointed it's not a great point, but oh yeah. Thanks, Owen. That's why. 4, 5, 6. Oh, I'm so happy because I was like, this graph is hideous. This is not working out for me. Thank you, Owen. I appreciate that, bud. Good call. Sorry for those of you that copied me into that one. That's 5. My bad. So yeah, we go down 1 over 1, down 1 over 1. There we go. That's better because look at. Now as we go down 1, it works nicely. It's just because I can't count, guys. Perfect. So now our point of intersection is way easier, right? I see there, before it was decimals, so we were gonna have to kind of look and be kind of semi-exact, but it's hard to be exact when they're decimals. So my point of intersection, that's the point 3, 2. I'm gonna give you guys a minute to copy that down. Give me a thumbs up when you're done. Thumbs up when you're done. Well, Kendra, it's easier than being an English teacher. Thanks, Erica. Hey, my mom's right here. Don't tell her I said that. Minus $1 for the seizure. All right. Larissa gave me a props. I got a thumbs up from SJ. Ben gave me the point, so that's great. Kendra says should be fluent in English. Jared's done. Beauty. All right, guys. Perfect. So that's kind of like, thanks, you can hear me? Bummer. Minus whole salary. Okay, so yeah, that's our point of intersection. So you graph each line separately and then go ahead and And do it. Oh, bloody math teachers. That's funny because now I know she definitely said that because she definitely talks like that. So our solution is 3, 2. So we just write that in our little space down here. Oops, I'm hiding you. All smiles. Santa is coming to town. Ellis is broken. Benny, I've always been broken. All right, let's move on. I think I'm going to do, it's 8:53, so I'm going to do one more quick example with you guys. I believe we have time for that. Yep. So we'll do one more example and then we'll be done skis, and I'll give you guys, I'm going to shorten the homework. There's a lot down there. Hopefully some of you guys I know are in class are used to going and doing the homework at the bottom. But this is a note from last year, so I'm going to fix that up because I don't want to give you guys that much homework. Again, too much time on screen is not fun. Okay, let's rock and roll. So same thing. But here, the equations aren't as nice, right? They're not as nice. In general, we could, like for you guys, you could go ahead and in this case here, remember yesterday we learned how to solve for y? So those of you that want, I'll give you this option. You can change this 3y minus x equals -3 thing. You can change that into y equals mx plus b, right? Solve for y. And same thing with the second one. You can change that to y equals mx plus b. But I just feel like that is maybe a little bit too much work for us when we can just quickly graph them. Remember, all we do is find the X and Y intercept. And I think that's good practice. Even if you don't think that's the easiest way, I just think this is good practice for us to go back and check on how to graph these and remember what the X and Y intercept are. So let's do them each. We'll graph them and find where these two lines intersect. I know they're linear because the degree, remember degree is the biggest exponent. The degree in both of these is 1, right? There's no something squareds in either of these, so we know that they're linear. Okay, so for the x-intercept, remember that's where it touches the x-axis, wherever it touches along here on the x-axis. We're looking for when y is 0 to find the x-intercept. Remember, x-intercept is y is 0, y-intercept is when x is 0. So for our x-intercept, y is going to be 0, and we'll have 3 times 0 minus x equals -3. Well, 3 times 0 is gone, so it's just like this, minus x equals -3. That's not really the answer though, right? It's not x equals -3. What should I do to that minus x to make x just go on its own? What would you guys do there? Technically that is -1 times x. So what would we do to get rid of that negative, or that -1? Make it positive, sure. And to make it positive, you can basically think of opposite. Yeah, Sadie says plus x. We want to make it positive x. Yeah, absolutely. Basically what we want to do, right, is, and Lucas says multiply 1. I think you maybe mean multiply -1. Someone said quadratic formula. Johnny, that's pretty good. That's pretty good. Oh, sorry, okay. So no, not the quadratic formula or any of that other stuff. That'll be when you learn. Cameron, get out of here. You have to watch me for the next hour of your life. Go smile or do something fun. So right now, this is technically -1 times x. And remember, in terms of our SAMDEB, you want to do the opposite. So the opposite of multiplying by -1 is dividing by -1. So you're just going to have -x divided by -1 equals -3 divided by -1. And that negative over negative here, right? Those two negatives will cancel out. There's no more negatives. So you should just get x equals -3 over -1 is just +3, right? +3. For our y-intercept, we're going to set x equals to 0, right? So our same equation from the top. Stay with me here, guys. We've got 20 minutes left, and I'm not going to take that whole time. I want to be able to get this done and give you guys some time to ask questions. I will give you 1 second to copy that, but I'm going to write out 3y minus x equals minus 3. And in this case, we're going to set x equals to 0, right? So 3y minus 0 equals negative 3. Kender's done, awesome. And then we divide both sides here, right? So I need to scooch myself some more room. So y is going to equal negative 3. And remember, we need to get that y by itself, so it's times 3, so we're going to divide 3. Oopsies. Okay. Ben, what are you saying how for? Are you saying how about a step I did? What I'm going to do right now, guys, is I'm going to graph those 2 points, right? My x-intercept, I'm going to have x is 3 and y is negative 1. So I'm just going to go down to the graph, which is just below, and graph these. So if you're with me, that's great. If not, I'm just giving you another minute or so, maybe pause, and now I'm going to go. So if I have my 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, I know that my x-intercept is positive 3, so I'll graph this one in red here. So x-intercept is positive 3, my y-intercept was negative 1 right there. So I'm just going to ruler it. And man, I suck at using this ruler. Hopefully that's decent. Three y minus x equals negative 3. Okay, so I'm going to give you guys a second to get that down. And then we're just going to graph the last graph, the last line, and then we'll be done. And then I'll just pick some of the questions out of there for homework that'll be less than what we've got. I don't have to do that next example just yet. We'll do that at another time. Oh. Kathleen's done. Awesome. A quiz review. Sadie, would a quiz review be like review right now, give you some questions so you can review before the quiz? Or would that be like, I guess that would be what it is, right? You want me to give you some review stuff for the quiz tomorrow? Yeah, tomorrow's the quiz, Kathleen. And we're not doing a test on this unit. For those of you that showed up late, like the Bens and Kathleens and whoever else, yeah, for sure. Yeah, Sade, I'll give you guys at the end of class here, just after this last example, I'll give you kind of a couple questions that might be on it. Absolutely, that's good. Hey, Jared. I'm not sure, Kathleen. I got no idea when we're going to be going back to school, but anyways, I'm hoping you guys are going to be okay with this format, and we'll be able to get some learning done. Yeah. We'll just do the best we can, right? We want to keep it up so that way you guys aren't falling behind in your grade 9 math. That's for sure. I think it's important that we keep going, and this isn't too different. I think hopefully you guys are able to follow this, and yeah, I'm hoping this is a good solution for you guys. Okay, So we've got the one graph down. Let's do the next one because we've been a little slow. I've been a little delayed. Sorry. Oh, whoa. Did I have this from before? I must have left this. Do you guys still have this 3 times 0 thing? Probably, eh? So 3 times 0, because remember we're setting y equals to 0. Ben, I'll give you a heads up on the quiz in a second, bud. 2x equals 6. I should keep my equal signs lined up. And then this will just be 2x equals 6. And we can also use our brains, right? Basically, 2 times what is 6? 2 times 3, x is 3. Or you divide each side by 2, right? X equals 6 over 2. Which is 3. So my new one will be x is 3. And then our y-intercept is when x is 0, right? So our equation again was 3y plus 2x equals 6. But I'm going to go 3y plus 2 times 0 equals 6. So 3y equals 6. 3 times what is 6? 3 times 2 is 6, right? So y equals 6 over 3. And y would equal 2. So there's your 2 points. I'm going to give you a minute to write those down. You guys should be able to just draw those 2 points on the graph, connect them with a ruler, and rock and roll. Choo-choo, I'm a train. Choo choo. I can't do the second one. Choo choo. It's kind of stupid. Hopefully you guys are all at home trying choo choo. Oh, Lucas, I thought you were to the point where like you're so done with writing done, you're just gonna write D for done now. But I see that you've spammed us, so that's great. Let's do this thing. Sorry. Let's finish this sucker up. So here we go. We've got x is 3, y is 2. We're going to graph this one in blue. X is 3. Whoa, bro. Y is 2. Do you notice they have the same X-intercept, homies? That's pretty cool. That means that's where they're going to intersect. Pretty rad, right? Dang, I'm cool. I suck at rulers. And I forget this guy's equation. What was it? It was 3y plus 2x equals 6. Sweet. What's our point of intersection? Be 3 and the y value is 0, right? Yeah, so let's check the solution. You can always check. If you're like, I don't know if that works, Mr. Ellis. Well, what you do is you put in x is 3, right? Because this is your x and this is your y, and you could just see if it works. So this would be 3 times y is your 0 minus 3 equals, and it should be, right? If we think about what does that actually equal there? Well, 3 times 0 is 0, minus 3 is minus 3. Hey, look at the left side and the right side are the same thing. Shubbing. Down here, right? Again, y is 0. X is 3. What is that going to equal? 3 times 0 is 0, plus 2 times 3 is 6. Hey, look at that. 6 equals 6. Beauty. So they're all the same. Oh, sorry. You guys probably couldn't see what I was doing there. Okay. I'm going to open up your textbook while you guys are copying that down and just see what I can change in terms of your note. Hopefully you guys can see okay there still. Yeah. Oops. That was the wrong page anyways. Have you ever noticed that Q, P, DB are all the same but oriented differently? Whoa, bro, yeah. I was like, what is he talking about? But that is kind of crazy. As long as they don't have the little ticks on the ends. That's kind of cool. You learn something new every day. All right, we ready for shortened homework? Here's your homework, team. Instead of what we had, let's do I write number 1. We're going to do number 1, number 3 and 6. 1, 3, and 6. Let me just adjust that on our OneNote here. So instead of all that craziness, we're just going to do 1, 3, and 6. And you can just do the letters that are there even. That's totally fine. So don't worry about the rest of them. We're just doing 1 AC, 3 AC, 6 AB. The next unit's about lines, which is pretty crazy. Okay, I promised a little review of what's going to be on the quiz tomorrow. So let's just write this at the... Actually, I'll write this in a little note and I'll send this to you guys. So let's just add a new page here. Review for quiz. I am going to ask you guys to, and if we just look back at all these different things here, right? We learned how to basically extrapolate and interpolate. Remember, extrapolate was when you predict data outside of your points. And you don't have to copy this. I'm going to send this to you guys. And interpolate was predict data inside your points. And by that I mean, let's just draw you a little picture. Remember, if I have like a graph, something like this. Sorry, I should be using this. And you have like a few points here, right? I've got like 1, 2, 3, 4. And I say, okay, like find what the y value is when x equals 6, where you draw your line through the points, right? And then you'd like predict up here, and then you'd be able to find what it is. So that's extrapolate, because you're outside of your points. Interpolate would be like, okay, find it at 2.5, something like that. So this is extrapolate, and this would be interpol. Anyways, interpolate. Then what I'd have you do is I'd just be able to ask you to solve equations for one variable. So that's like when you basically are going to get some equation, you get like x equals blah, blah, blah. That's 4.2. That like section 4.2. And then solve for y in terms of x. Basically convert, and this is what we did, was that yesterday in 4.4? Yeah, 4.4. Basically convert from standard form, so I need to scroll up so you guys can see that, to y equals mx plus b form. And then the last one would be to solve for a point of intersection by graphing, which is what we did today. Cool. I'll give you a couple of questions to maybe practice if you wanted for those things, just based on your review. So give me one quick sec. I'll be right back. You guys are the worst. What the heck is this picture? What is happening? What are those girls doing? That was on page 242. Like a K-pop band or something. Okay, so review. Oopsies. $250. And let's give you a couple numbers. So this would be number, I'll write the numbers beside it. So I think that in terms of solving equations for one variable, so this would be number 2 on page 250. Okay. Solve for y in terms of x, that would be like number 12. I'm sorry, number 12 on page 251. This would be number 15. On page 251, let me find one for extrapolating or interpolating. That'd be number 4. Number 4. Okay, guys, I think that's pretty good. I know Ben said I have 3 minutes, so I better send this to you guys. I'm going to go class notebook, distribute page, and I'm going to say quiz tomorrow. Distribute page for you guys, and I'll put it in your chapter 4. So that just gives you a sense. I'll probably, guys, it'll be a 4-question quiz. How about I give you one question like each of those? It won't be like A, B, C, D. It'll be a short little quiz, but it'll be just one type of each of those questions, and I'm sending that to you in your chapter 4 right now. So hey guys, I'm gonna say plus $1. Thanks, Kathleen. I'm gonna say goodbye right now. I hope you guys have a great day. If you had any questions about today, sorry, I felt like we had a lot to do today, and Erica, I'm gonna remember to do that number 9 for you. I'm gonna look in your in your OneNote right now, actually. So, anyways, you guys have a great day. Think about you guys. Let me know if you're needing anything. Remember, the prayer request thing is in School Talk there. So if you guys need prayer or anything like that, or just need to talk, shoot me a message. I'm pretty bored, as you can see. I was asking for requests and all that later. So anyways, guys, God bless. Have a great day. And yeah, enjoy the rest of your day and your classes and whatnot. I'm gonna cut the stream there. It's the awkward pause of when I'm looking for the end stream button.